Righty. Alright, so welcome to the stream. I don't usually do these a lot, but today we had a very interesting event, and HOMAR completely got totaled during its static fire test, and we're here to take it apart because, as you can see in here, it's pretty toast. So, figured I'd stream it, and I guess we'll just get to it. Alrighty, so one thing to mention is that the LiPo battery is still in here, because I didn't feel like doing it at the field. So, also, by the way, if the audio is weird or anything like that, just let me know. But yeah, so this is a mess in here. I think pretty much my initial guess is that this is an entire loss of HOMAR. But yeah, I think the main goal for today is just try to get this battery out and see the state of the flight computer and everything. But yeah, alrighty. Alright, so these pieces here I'm taking off first. These are the rotation mounts for the static fire stand. And these hold in 1, 2. These screws here are all for the flight computer. So to get that out, I have to take this out first. And then next I'll take off the grid fin unit, which is mostly intact. So at least I'll be able to reuse these grid pins because they take a little while to print, so. Alrighty. There's one. Yeah, we have a lot of jarring here. I'll post the static fire video later. Today maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this got burnt pretty bad. I'm probably still gonna reuse these, I'm not sure. But yeah, this is. Here's the second one. Very similar situation going on here. So, yeah, pretty much when the motor exploded, it was burning up into the rocket, and flames were shooting out these portholes and everything on the side. The flight computer is pretty much all black, so yeah, it's kind of what I expected. We'll find out what that looks like. Alright, now I'm going to take out the remaining screws for the flight computer. Oh, yep, stuff coming out of the rocket here. Alright, there's all those. Alright. So, right now I'm going to take off the grid fin unit, and what's actually really surprising here, I don't know, I'm not even going to try to show you, but the green light is on in the rocket, which means the battery is still functional, so it's interesting. I'm actually really surprised that this made it through, but it's a little sketchy, but I have a fire extinguisher offhand if anything does decide to be goofy today, so I think it should be fine. I wanted to get this out since this morning, but I just couldn't at the test site. Well, it's fine. So pretty much the plan is I'm going to take off the grid fin unit, and then I have this spare carbon fiber rod, and I'm going to push out the whole avionics stack, and then that should give me access to take out the battery and get it away. Also gonna take off this rubber band here. Alrighty. Oh yeah. Got some toasty wires here. Very toasty. Yeah, that's not really too good. See inside there's I don't know if it's kind of hard to see here, but just toasted in there. I don't know, I'm probably not going to reuse any of this just because this is all, I mean this grid fin airframe piece is really thin, so it pretty much worked instantly. Yeah, these wires I'm just going to cut. I'm not even going to bother with these. These are brand new too. That's what's so fun about this test. Pretty much everything on this rocket was brand new. So it's always awesome. So here's the grid fin unit. Alright, I'll set this off to the side. The last thing we'll do is the aft section over here with the TVC mount in it. This is pretty much intact, just very burnt. So, alright, so now we can try to get actually, let's see if we can try to pull. Oh yeah. Alright, so what I'm pulling out right now, this is a liner for the tube that I have in here to prevent the tube from bending, and yeah, this was one 3D printed layer, or wall thickness, I guess you could call it, and this is pretty bad too, so can't reuse any of that. Alright, so now I should be able, this thing's just raining debris out of it. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to push it out now, because that's the only thing I have left to do. And we'll see what state everything is in here. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, right. This is what I thought was gonna happen. It's kind of stuck in here, right? So we're probably gonna have to take this out in pieces, annoyingly. So you can see in here all these, it's really hard to say, there's all these little floppy bits of plastic. That's all dripped plastic from something. So yeah, this part was probably the hottest down here. Yeah, we're not moving. Alright, so I think try to take trying to see if I have a PVC pipe laying around. No, alright. Do have a hammer, so I think I'm gonna take a hammer, or a mallet rather, and just try to bang this thing out because it is stuck. Okay, so we got the mallet. Let's see if this wants to move or not. I know it's kind of hard, you can't see what I'm doing, but, or at least you can see the tube, but my hand is above the camera or the frame right now, so there we go, that's moving. Or is that moving? I'm not sure, actually. Oh no, we're definitely moved. Alright. So I kind of lay it on its side here. Probably in a little bit I have a vacuum right next to me. I'm actually gonna do that right now. So sorry if it's a little loud, because I don't feel like muting the mic, so just bear with me for a few seconds. Okay. Oh, there goes a piece. Alright, it's coming out though. Right here, I have a better idea. I think I'm gonna clamp this to the table. I didn't really have a plan for this, I'm just kind of winging it. So. Just gonna take this big clamp. This one has tape on it, of course. Take this clamp and I'm going to clamp the tube to the table. And you should see if this works a little better. That's slipping. Alright. Alright, I can. You know, that's not working. Alright. Alright, so this is not working, so you can go away. Alright, so we made a little bit of progress. There's the battery poking out. So I think I just gotta keep hitting it, because... Oh yeah, look at that. Some nice drippy plastic here. So don't know if I'll be able to pull this. Alright, so I think just gotta keep hitting it. Well, I'm gonna put it off the edge. See if I can turn the key. Put it on the edge of the table. See if this works any better. Nope, that's worse, I think. Yeah, that's worse. Alright. Let me see if I have something else around here. Alright. Let's try this. Just have a bigger surface area to hit. Alright, let's try the other way. Oh, there we go. It's moving. I don't think hitting it from the top is working too well. So I think maybe I go the reverse. Alright, that's definitely working a little better, so. Oh yeah. Alright. So, at the grand avionics reveal. Oh boy. Oh no. Alright. This is... Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. It's the flight computer. Man. Yeah, I can't salvage any of this. This is all toast. This is a servo cable. Dang, this is crazy. Alright, so you see the green light I was talking about that's on. So that's the 12 volt line, so that's the battery line is working. So the battery is not... Alright, so the battery didn't actually die, so... Alright, so I'm gonna lay this down on the side. And I'm gonna vacuum this again, so just loud noise. Be prepared for loud noise, so... just give me a quick 2 seconds, I'll vacuum this up, and then I'll work with this disaster right here. For you? Alrighty. Alright, so... Here's a bunch of servo cables. Can probably just cut these off. Yeah, this is bad. This is kind of what I was expecting, so... This is part of the battery right here. This is our green wire here. Is... Oh. This cable here is the igniter cable, or was the igniter cable. Alright, so these are all of our grid fin servos. Alright, so now this is what we're left with. This is just as crazy. I had a motor explode before, but it was an STS-D12. So, but it didn't do this. Because I think most of the exhaust came out the bottom of the rocket, and during this test it pretty much all came out the top and the bottom, so it just, yeah, it wrecked this flight computer, so. Alright, so I think I'm going to do this. I'm not even going to bother unplugging this battery cable. I am going to cut each wire individually. Alright, so now that battery is disconnected. Removing this is probably going to be a challenge, so if we come here. So this is one of the mounting points on the, what do you call it? It's one of the mounting points for the tube here, and this beam is completely melted. You can see it's supposed to look like this, as this kind of this plus sign pattern, and this one is pretty much just non-existent. Got completely melted, so I have to get the carbon fiber rod out of here, because that's what the battery is connected to. Alright, this is the battery that somehow did not catch fire, so I'm gonna put this, get this out of here and dispose of it properly. I'm actually gonna cut this a little shorter. Alright, so that's the battery. I'm gonna go bring this away, and I'll be right back. Alright, battery's gone. Alright, but, I mean, yeah, that's really it. Yeah, this whole bottom piece is cooked. But, I mean, yeah. This is pretty much what I wanted to get to today, and, we got to it. I'm gonna cut off this extension cable. Well, this is the Teensy 4.0 here. Got the MPU 6050 in the center, or BMP 280. Actually, that's not the 280, sorry, it's my bad. BMP 581, right there. And, data log here, that's actually the SD card reader. The SD card's still there, so I'll try to get that out later. But yeah, this is pretty much all cooked. So, we have our LED, our main LEDs, the front here. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it for this flight computer. I think this one flew... I think starting with HOMAR V1 earlier this year, and has been my flight computer all the way through here. And, yep, now it's dead, so I'll be making a new one, so obviously. Alright, so next up on the hit list, and the last thing for today, actually, let's look into the tube here. This is, it's kind of hard to tell, but we have a piece of plastic in here from the bottom liner, and pretty much what you would expect, just a whole bunch of burnt plastic and charred tubing, so that's that. Alright, now the thrust vector control mount. This is the aft section that the TVC sits in. It's pretty burnt in there. Now, I have a video from the test stand, and you can clearly see in the video some plastic drips down from the top into the TVC. So I'm gonna see if we could get access to that. I don't really feel like unscrewing these, because I have a bunch of crud on my gloves and I don't want to touch my drill or anything like that, so I think I'm probably just gonna start cutting this off. Slowly peel this off. So, see there's some of the wires coming up out here, so I gotta cut these. Pretty much everything on this rocket is trash except for the grid fins that I mentioned earlier, so yeah. Maybe we can actually rip this off. Actually, maybe not. I'll just cut it. It's a shark. There we go. Rip this off the screw. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. This is the aft section I just ripped off. Now here's the TVC. So it's mostly intact, just a little burnt. Pretty much all of it's intact. So, yeah, maybe I should have kept the servos, but I don't feel like working with them when they're covered in this much crud and everything. So this is the motor tube is just covered in flakes, or deposits from the motor. So that's really it. I don't see any of that plastic that was drooping in. But yeah, so this is the TVC. And you can see here, this is open. And when it launched, or the design of this mount, this is actually a closed part. So pretty much when the motor exploded, it shot up out of the TVC, and then when it did that, I didn't really have a blast shield. I had a divider in here. It punched through the divider and then wedged itself probably where the battery was. I'm like so surprised that that battery didn't catch fire, especially considering it was just a bare lipo, no case on it or anything. So yeah, I'm surprised that didn't go off. But yeah, so then the motor wedged in here, dumped a lot of, pretty much killed the flight computer with all the hot exhaust going up to the top, and then it also blew off the nose cone and everything, and then the rest of it came out the bottom of the TVC here. So other than that, I mean, like I showed before, this is the grid fin unit, pretty much mostly intact. I'll just take the grid fins off and call it a day. But I think that is pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else. We got the flight computer. I'll be posting more about this on YouTube and everything. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next time I stream. See ya.